Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to some Persona Q. Let's see. Gotta get a Stream Wiggle match going here, too. How is everyone doing this morning? Hopefully well, I hope. I need to put some ultras down, so that'll be easy to do today. So, as I said yesterday, we will probably be working on a few requests and pushing forward in the tower. So again, there will be likely a mix of things. So let's see. Right now, the only thing we have is obtain an evil eye material. While it's coursed. Yeah. Probably not really a worthwhile thing to really do much at this point anyway. We did the, oh, and there's a new stroll. Woman? You want woman? At a time like this? It's not exactly the time for woman. Highly dubious.
Wowza!
What is this woman you talk of? Sorry, no treat for you. Hey, Dan. Yeah, I was just tossing that at you. Cause like I said, I got the PS5 copy for not as cheap, so honestly, that's a good steal to play it. I mean, honestly, like 10 and under for at least an okay game, even if it's online only, I think is okay. Now, I don't know if it's an okay game though. That part I have to play for. I had a few friends who had it, and like 2 of them have asked me if I was interested in playing some of it. So I thought I'd just toss that at you in case you were curious. Because it's, other than when it becomes absolutely oh really, has he? Carter's became too much of a PC master race, man. We've lost him. I remember when he was still on the console side, and he dashed it into the wind. Another one bit the dust. Oh, I know. That's why I was like, fuck no, I'm not paying, what was it, 70 or 80? I can't even remember. But yeah, it's like, fuck no, am I not buying it for that? I mean, if you want me to support the higher prices, I need to actually, like, own a build that's playable and reasonable. all these kind of fucking broken, like, between these games that are broken builds with lots of unreasonable problems on them, to online only, it's like, fuck, am I not touching anything at $70 or $80? Fuck no. I mean, I didn't even buy Baldur's Gate 3, and that's supposed to actually be really good. Mainly because I just wanted to see if somebody would actually carry it in America, because the $20 shipping on top of an $80, like, collector's edition makes it a fucking $100. That's expensive. Fuck. But I have it because Leo got for me for a gift, which is incredibly nice, because, I mean, that was definitely expensive. Dog flavored noodles.
What?
Trying to make our own food. The thing with the Baldur's Gate 3, though, is how many copies of this actual offline version are gonna exist. Because so far as I'm aware of, you still can only get from the publisher. Which not to alarm anyone, but that does bring up the concern that it might actually end up being a pretty limited release if they don't ever do anything else with it in the future. Meaning, it's probably safe to say the price is only going to likely go up. Because the Asian version needs a download, and other than the version the publisher is selling, there is no other physical version. Well, I mean, like, if you want physically. Obviously, if you don't mind download, which, I mean, yeah, well, actually, was it on GOG? I can't remember now. If it is on GOG and you're okay with that, that's fine. And yeah, like, GOG is a fantastic storefront. Anything that lets you own your fucking games is a fantastic storefront, which is why I was really outraged about the whole thing that happened with Itch.io. Like, that was ridiculous. And all the companies to do that to them was fucking Funko.
For crying out loud.
I'm not sure how often it's gonna have sales on PC, and not sure how much it goes for on PC either. Is it also really expensive? I mean, like, I just don't really like these new price points. Like, some people say, like, oh, the cost of living and everything going up, and I get that. But if the quality of the product is going down, to me, it doesn't deserve to go up. Give me good physical builds, and give me shit that doesn't have to be online only unless it really has to be online only. And then I could actually be more reasonable about a price increase. But if the games are gonna come half-baked on a physical disc and have all kinds of fucked up problems, I mean, I don't see it being, like, I still say Elden Ring, to me, is the only fucking game I still think is worth that much money. Let's see, we got some space for personas, everyone's still learning stuff right. Speaking of which, anyone see what happened at the Video Game Awards? Apparently a new Elden Ring thing got announced. Let's see. How many, got one. We're probably gonna need some more of those. Well, it doesn't have a 2 in it, it has a subtitle. And apparently, it's not going to be a normal game. It was apparently described as a cooperative survival game. But looking at the very limited photos and video of it is kind of confusing because it still looks like Elden Ring. So I'm not really sure how the gameplay is going to be exactly. It leaves a lot of questions, that's for sure. Oh, do I only have enough? Oh, wait. I bet I have a bunch of crap I need sold. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to think about exactly, because here's what I find interesting. There was an interview with FromSoft's director Miyazaki, and like he said there weren't any plans of a sequel to Elden Ring. So it's kind of interesting they would say there's no plans for a sequel, and he said no sequel and no expansion, and yet here we are. It was an Elden Ring. So like, what? If the gameplay is actually different, it's not a Souls-style gameplay, that might have been what he meant by no sequel. Because, I mean, it's no secret, he's been wanting to do some things different. Like, that's why he did that VR game. He has other ideas. It's also supposedly why he's not really interested in, like, reviving Kingsfield, because he doesn't really want to, backtrack. He really wants to go forward. And, I mean, to be fair, like, Elden Ring was definitely something different. I mean, a big open-world game. And, man, did they show a lot of companies up with Elden Ring?
There's an FOE!
Oh dear.
Let's go.
So when we came here, there was this number 12 here that we don't know what it does. My guess is we're probably going to be told an order of some numbers, and we probably have to hit them similar to like the gates, would be my guess, but who knows. But yeah, honestly, if this place is 6 floors, it's gonna be such a small place. I mean, we're on the 3rd floor. It looks like the map might get a little bigger. I mean, I guess on the upside, maybe they just decided not to put so much fucking filler. It's like, okay.
There seems to be a switch up ahead.
We'll let you just get to the end after a few challenges.
Oh.
I didn't notice. Huh. There's nothing on here, it's just a random ground thing. But yeah, Nota-kun does ask a good question. Why? Now it goes up, so that's not one we can use. There's one that says 6 for some reason. It's open. Okay, so hitting it again didn't do anything different. So what are you up to today, Dan?
Yucatan, keep doing your best.
Darkness,
Yeah, I will.
lightning,
Same
fire.
goes for you too. Go, Hakuna Hikuna.
Cool, cool.
It's no use.
Come, Orpheus.
Can't lose.
Hey, 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 whoa! Oh shit.
You call for a hero?
There's only a lot of people's freebies.
Come, Atticusmj.
Alright, good hit, good hit.
Junpei-san, your legs are shaking. Hey, Junpei, get a grip.
Man, this is tough. Even for me.
Full heal on everyone. I don't think that works probably in all your scenarios, but
That one's weak against electricity. Yeah, I'm getting warmed up.
But I'm assuming you get paid probably similar to how my bosses all will. They're just paid outright whatever, and then they have to actually do that time. So like if they cut your hours back to like 20 hours for 1 week, and you get paid a normal amount, you have to make up for that. Oh.
Of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how my bosses are paid, so... Okay, so...
We found a treasure box. Shall we find out what's inside?
Oh. Okay, so that's another one of those boxes.
Let's go.
Mitsuru, are you brooding over something again? Or you never get tired of that, do you?
I was just reflecting on how much Kronos and I have in common.
Say what?
When it came to the Dark Hour, and what happened here, my only thought was for settling those matters. I never considered the feelings of Takeba or the others who fought at my side. It's easy to call them companions, but I may have been doing so to treat them like pawns.
Yukari mentioned that. How we weren't just pawns, and that she was glad she came here. I feel the same way. If we hadn't come here, we might not have bridged those gaps between us.
I knew that deep down, though. I knew, but pretended not to notice. Even though that's no better in the end than running from the problem. I'm such a fool.
You mean we, no? I could say the same for myself. We'll need to tackle them face to face from now on. Huh, you're right. Well then, I'll hold nothing in reserve.
Yeah, I better do the same. Against my past self. And him, too.
I want to rely more on my companions as well. There are things I wish to open up to them about. It's still frightening, but I must approach them head on.
Looks like we'll have our hands full once we get back.
Indeed.
Hey, why don't we take off the locks from all the rooms?
I'm vetoing that idea. What will I do if Iori starts invading my space?
You make him sound like a bug.
I've been in his room before on some business, but it was a nightmare.
Let's see, I have an agreement with my boss that my normal hours are 8 to 4, but if I have a doctor appointment, I can come in and work 10 to 6 if I need to leave early.
I can imagine.
In any case, I feel as if a burden's been lifted from my shoulders. A burden I brought upon myself. This is all thanks to your guidance as our leader. I hope that you continue to provide it. Very well. We will all return together, come what may.
It's a shame, as all we know, they're supposed to have amnesia of all this, because obviously if they don't, there's a lot of weird shit in store for the timeline.
Treasure box.
Oh, this is the puzzle one. Yeah, the map's not too big. I think it's just a little... No, it's about the same size. Pretty much same size, so no, it's not. I thought it was a little bit bigger. Apparently not, though.
There are 3 enemies. Good luck.
Yucatan! Keep doing your best!
Yeah, I will.
Wind.
Same goes for you too.
No, I don't know if it has any effect. I can take a shot at darkness and maybe get 1 or 2, maybe. Let's see here.
It's no use.
Oh wait, they're weak to it. Oh. Well. That's an unexpected bonus.
It's my turn! Atticusmj! Huh?
That enemy is weak to wind.
What's our next move?
I only have SP. Let's sucks because it will not use Kanji's SP, obviously. He only has so much.
Come, Kukunekifuna. Perfection.
Oh, I see you saw the
Yield
artwork.
this to your sound tactics.
Yeah, so, I found an artist that draws people's, either the OCs or requested characters of that in a Ormar style. And I did a commission with them. It's not done yet. That's only the neutral expression. I'm going to have, every single expression. So, that's going to be really nice, because that's going to, those can all get turned into, like, extra, like, Twitch emotes, and will
Something
add a
suspicious
lot
about this wall.
of
I'd like to
additional
investigate.
expressions. I'm also even thinking, so if you watch, like, my modern reviews, you'll know when I get to, like, talking about how much I think the game is worth to go check it out at. Like, I have, like, a little, like, thing in the upper right, like, saying if it's a super great deal or something like that. I'm thinking of revamping that entire thing with that, with the new artwork I'm gonna have as commissioned. Once they're all done,
Doesn't that
it'll
wall
probably
look
take a
little
little
different
while.
from the others?
Another gate. How much you want to bet we have to go hit the 12 button and then come back this way?
Oh shit! That FOE's really close!
Let's go.
Alright!
It's an enemy FOE. Stay on your guard.
Bam. I wonder if the number represents, like, how many steps, I wonder. So yeah, that's the neutral expression. I think it came out really good. But you see, it's a really good deal. So, to be fair, it was $90. It's normally $100, but it was a holiday special. So it's $90. I get every single emote, like, you know, like even the different tiers, like being like happy, ecstatic, and maniac. Like, so each emotion, all 3 tiers, if it has multiple upgrades of it, you get neutral, frayed. Like, you get every single emotion that you can get in combat in the game. So, and the thing is, you get stills and gifts. So that's a lot of artwork, to be fair. I don't know about that being 10 minutes of work. I mean, let's see, off the top of my head, like, it's easier to just go to the actual, because she has, like, displays of her, I can just count off that. Like, we're talking... We're talking about talking about 14 different face emotions. I'll have every single frame of all of them, and they'll all be gifts. So that's 13 gifts. Then every single frame of all those gifts, and including transparent ones without the border, like the expression background, and it's just the face expression. So, I mean, to me, that's a lot of stuff. And for $90, I think that's a good deal, because, I mean, a lot of times, like, when I do a commission, it's anywhere between, like, usually $10 to $30. So, you know, that, and considering the size, too, it's a really big, decent size. Like, it could have been, like, a really puny thing. And you gotta keep in mind, there's all the shading and the lines and everything. Like, I don't think that merely 10 minutes of work there, honestly. Especially considering I did my commission order at the beginning of November. Now, to be fair, she might have been working on some other people's commissions as well, which I imagine, because, you know, she seems to be a slot-based commissioner, so she'll take so many orders and then cut them off and then work it. It's hard to say. 2 hours, yeah, that might, for just that one. Now again, that's for everything. So for like just one, you can just buy a single one. A single one is $25. So if I was to just do one emote, which would be any of the 13, it'll be a GIF and all the frames still, and a transparent of just the character without the background, the emotion name. So just for a single is $25. So, you know, I did the math. Like, $25 is not a horrible price either, but if you're going to want, like, all of them, you know, like I said, there's 13. So, you know, if you do the math, you know, 25 times 13, that's $325 if you were gonna do all of them as singles. So, like, $90 is a really, like, I think it's a fantastic fucking deal, honestly. Because, like I said, usually you're not gonna get lower than $10 for commission, and you can get really high. Like, I've had a $100 commission on one piece of artwork. I've had a few higher up ones that are like 50, 60 before. Some commissions are expensive. Like, the better and more popular the person is. Oh, that's a new one.
My weapon is ready.
Well, we only know this one's weak against fire, so we can bond them up some. You can get a bunch of free tawns if they'll shoot them all away.
Impossible.
Oh, you can get hits with darkness. Now, hey, you can always get in the artwork. Oh my gosh, did they just do a stone move? That's not good. Like, I was looking at the. Oh fuck! No! Oh man!
Leader, you're really hurt. Are you okay?
Dude, you've taken a lot of damage.
Well, if you want to get into like avatars, that $100 is a steal for like an avatar. Avatar stuff's even more expensive, lucrative business. Hell, there's people who charge $100 just to retexture an avatar. That's like, you know, the colors and stuff, not like actual stuff. You showed me like a Grinch thing before. man. That's a lot of painful fucking damage. Oh, actually, wait. I'm gonna play it a little safe. You need to make sure no one dies, you. But yeah, I mean, for 13 pieces of artwork, and you're also gonna get 13 animated GIFs. 13 animated GIFs. 13 pieces of artwork. Every frame of all those GIFs. Like, I think that's a really good deal, honestly, considering, like, all of my other commission stuff. I mean, I get, like, for some people, $90 seems like a lot up front, but you all get a lot. Olaf holding a sign.
Is in danger.
Don't overdo it, Yucatan.
I know.
Resists. So it still needs fire and ice.
Hang in there.
Come, Orpheus.
Not that I not that I remember.
Hit it.
Ah, that is a hard-hitting window.
Here I go. Hermes.
Okay, it's weak to fire.
Finish this.
You can deal with that. The thing is, there's a lot of characters named Olaf, so
There are 2 enemies left.
depends on which Olaf we're also talking about. Let's bowling the hell out of this thing, because
Hermes.
the snowman Olaf.
At my limits.
No, not so good.
We're on a real roll. Should we go for broke?
Yeah, it wasn't really the first Olaf that came to my mind. Honestly, I didn't even think about it. But when you said Olaf, I was like, wait, like the Viking dude? I was like, that's a random character to do.
Good job, everyone.
And then Disney breaks down your door and be like, hands in the air! Copyright infringement! Copyright infringement!
Hold any more items. Watch your inventory.
Man, shit. I only got that many items? Floor's not that big. How the hell did I fill up on items that fast? Fuck.
There's a power spot up ahead. Why don't we examine it?
That wall's bugging me. It's weirding me out.
It's an enemy FOE. Stay on your guard. Let's go.
There shouldn't be much left of this area. Probably 3 more rooms, depending on how big they are. Looks like we're dealing with some moving conveyors now.
The brave Junpei has found a treasure box.
So kind of a counterproductive spot there. So we're not going to be able to go that way then. Well, the thing is, the odds of that are ungodly low as long as you do it at a local level. If you do it online, that's where it would become a little bit more troublesome. Like, I wouldn't go beyond like Facebook. Like, don't like have like an actual like storefront on the internet. But even then, people still get away with a lot of shit. Should go to like conventions or stuff. Like, you know how much bootleg shit are at conventions a lot of time? Cause when I went to Florida, I went to a convention with some friends. Let's say it was an interesting experience. I mean, I've been to conventions before, but this was a different kind of convention. Anyway, though. But I can tell you, it had a lot of bootleg shit. Which, you know, I was telling my one friend who wanted to go there, it's interesting when comparing it to, like, big anime conventions, because big anime conventions a lot of times go out of their way to make sure people aren't selling bootleg shit. They'll kick you out.
Oh,
So it was kind of interesting seeing a place where it's loaded with shit that's bootlegged, or like, I mean, it was like, and by bootleg I don't mean like how should I say, like, it wasn't like they were fake toys or shit, but I mean like there was a lot of artwork, stickers, clothing. Probably the closest thing to that would be like plushies. There was like some places that had plushies. That was a wood carving thing at one of those. That was pretty nice. Solitary button. Button. What does this button do?
No, man.
No.
Huh?
Prize pupil. Fuck it. Let's be Whiskey. Whiskey. Everyone be Whiskey. But it's kind of a tricky spot. I mean, and you can look at, like, obviously there's a lot of commissioned artists that get a lot of work off of copyright killers too. There's a lot of like, usually that's not gonna get you in a lot of trouble, but like making physical items at a wide scale can. I remember when somebody was going to try and make a Bulbasaur Chia Pet, which, I mean, that was a genius idea though. Some guy was going to make a bunch of Bulbasaurs, and fucking out of one of the strange times, fucking Nintendo slammed down on him like, nope.
Huh.
Huh?
Oh, that's an interesting mechanic. So, it might actually affect the next floor. That's actually kind of interesting.
Here's a switch. You think it would be alright to press it?
Kind of interesting they made a special icon for it.
There are 3 enemies. Good luck.
Easy does it, Conchi-kun.
Huh? I'll be fine. Just fine.
Well, you know what? Actually, since it's also weak to that, you might as well just stick the everyone stacking fire on it, then.
Go! Kuna Hikuna!
Nintendo's really weird when it comes to a lot of takedowns.
disappointing
More
in the past.
recently, they've been a lot more aggressive. But, like, there was a time where they seemed to not paid as much attention to, like, the emulation side of things. But they have obviously been way more aggressive on emulation side and repo type things. It might be a good idea to peace out here and sell what we got. Because stuff's expensive, so I don't want to waste getting some money. Oh, we got another little stroll. Look at that money. Ooh. I bet those help defend against some elements, I imagine. Yeah. Very expensive, too. Ow. Speed mask. Ooh. Agility. We have that. We have that. Dripping sweat. Ew. Pretty decent boost in their defense, though. Talisman cape. Yeah, I gotta say, like, the whole thing happening with Palworld. God damn it. Whole thing happening with Palworld's just such a mess. It's really setting up such a creepy standard.
Welcome.
Well, I would probably reword that a little bit to say that there's a certain group of gamers who don't care about Fortnite. There's definitely a group of gamers that do care about Fortnite, because that's basically what keeps Epic's game store running and giving away free games. I don't know if you realize, Dan, you know all those free games Epic Store gives away? Those are funded on Fortnite. That's Fortnite money paying for those. So, I'm not saying there isn't some truth to the awards, but I think it's a little leaning to one side and not necessarily considering some of the other points, too. But yeah, there's definitely an audience of people who are pretty fed up with most of the new games. Like, that definitely does exist, but I think that's definitely with the older crowd versus the younger crowd. The younger crowd, I feel like, is more the people you're gonna find out into Fortnite online or not caring about preserving or owning games, more so. Now, in Fortnite's defense, it's in, like, not getting into microtransactions, because you don't have to buy those. Those are something, like, I don't really get how people even get into that shit, to be honest. On the broad concept of what the game is, it's okay. I mean, it's free to play. I mean, you go in, you can have a few quick matches, you can play with friends. Now, it's gotten a lot more different from when I've tried it. Like, there's a lot more mechanical stuff to it. I kind of liked the original idea of Fortnite with the whole zombie defense thing, but, you know, obviously you can't play that anymore. Yeah, I do feel like that is one of the big problems with stuff like VR chat in Fortnite type games, is there's a large crowd of young people where parents are just, like, ditching their children on them. And, like, it makes sense for Fortnite to a certain extent, because, I mean, it's a free game. It's like, ooh, sweet, I don't have to buy $70 games that? But you shouldn't be, like, abandoning, like, you know, you should be supervising your child, you know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of children on Fortnite are the type that are just like, okay, Fortnite, watch Timmy while I go to the mall or something. But yeah, like, they added a lot more, mechanics, and, like, the thing that's wrong with it now, because I did play it a little last year, because a friend of mine was like, hey, you want to play a little Fortnite? I was like, I could give it a shot again. I hadn't played it since, what was that? The dude with the big gauntlet with all the gyms in it, like, when I tried Fortnite, that event was going on. And that was actually the only time I won a game of Fortnite. But Thanos, that's what his name was. Thanos, the Thanos event. Like, people have became, like, you know how I always say, like, in Call of Duty lobbies, I'm the guy who walks out, gets fucking headshot immediately, and then respawns and has the same thing happen again? Like, that's basically, like, the level of Fortnite is now. Like, it's really hard for people who aren't export fucking sniper shots to really have a match in it. Wow, that Twitch delay. Parents who are saying, like, the addiction thing, on one hand, I get what they're saying, like, stuff with, like, loot boxes and shit is clearly a, like, design to try and get people hooked to want to keep doing it in that. And I get that argument, but at the same point, you're adults, and you should be, I don't know, not letting your children play shit like that. Because, on one hand, if you're a reasonable adult, and you have sensibilities and capabilities of not like, I gotta try again, let's go gambling, like, it's not necessarily horrible. The problem is the people who don't have any self-control and shit. As an adult, you should have some self-control. But you shouldn't have children be playing shit like that. I'm just saying. Because when you get into the... Because the problem with that is you're getting into the territory of the government, basically, getting into censorship, like, territory. And we don't want that territory, obviously. We want the free market in it. We want people to have the ability to either make super serious video games, or super fictional video games, or super booby jiggle physics games, you know. The market should have the freedom to do stuff like that. And if you're letting the government get their toes to walk in and start doing censorship, you start walking the same dangerous line that people are concerned with Nintendo and Power World. Because then if you start making regulations about, like, RNG and stuff, then, like, is that going to affect, like rogue games? Oh, there's too much RNG in here. This stuff is gambling addiction, like, the way the dungeon spawns things and that, like... But yeah, like, my opinion of that would be, like, the parents should be, I don't know, putting their foot down and saying, little Timmy, you're not playing this game. Little Timmy.